In this next video, we're going to go over entering manual transfers. At the top right organization, you can be at the top level, the store owner or office, or you can be at the store level. In this example, we're going to be at the store level. We're going to do it from store 1. From the main Rick's Enterprise menu, we're going to click on the Inventory tab, Stock Transfer, and Enter Manual Transfers. This brings you into the Enter Manual Transfer screen. You have 4 different tabs: Transfer Order Header, SKU Detail, Scanning, and Upload. We're going to start with the Transfer Order Header tab. At the top you have the Print Options area. The print layout, your options are grid or columns. The default is grid. We're going to stay with that. You can include location if you have one, and you can sort pick list by, either by SKU, class, supplier, or location. We're going to do SKU, the default. Since we're at the store that we're going to be transferring merchandise out of, it already has that in the From Store field. To store, we're going to go ahead and do Store To. Since there are some orders out there that weren't completed, the Alert Center message is coming up saying multiple unshipped transfer orders from Store 1 already exist. Would you like to load one of these transfer orders or create a new transfer order? In this example, we're going to create a new transfer order. You can also fill out these fields to the left. You have Ship Via, which you can do UPS, FedEx, however you're shipping it. You have the comment text box if you wanted to type any comments in here. And you have the alert text box if you wanted to type an alert message. Then when whoever received these transfers, that alert message would pop up on the screen for you. When you're ready to save this transfer order, you just need to click on the Save TO button down at the bottom. That means Save Transfer Order. This will automatically create the transfer order number. The M stands for manual. Store 1 is the store that we're transferring out of. Store 2 is the store that we're transferring to, and then you have the date, April 6th, and then a -15, that's the numbered transfer that we've done. And now since we've saved this, the status bar brings us to create. You see in red at what place you are in doing this transfer. So our next step, we can either go to the SKU detail and manually put in the SKUs that we're going to transfer out of Store 1, or we can go to the Scanning tab and scan them directly out if you have a scanner attached to your computer. Or you can go to the Upload tab if you have a portable inventory data collector where you're going to scan those transfers and then upload those. If you choose to scan them directly into your computer, you can click on the Scanning tab. All you would have to do is scan the item or items that you're going to be transferring out. And it will just bring those to the bottom of the list as you're scanning them. So once you've scanned your last item, you can click on the Add button, and then you can click on Save Scanned Items down at the bottom. If you had an item that didn't have a barcode, you could easily click on the SKU radio dial and select that SKU that you want to transfer. And it will ask you for the size and width if there is one, and then you can click on Add. Once you have everything, you can click on the Save Scanned Items button down at the bottom of the screen. If you wanted to upload them with a portable reader, you could click on the Upload tab, and depending on what reader you're going to be using, whether you're going to use the MetroLogic or you're going to use the PT2000. And then you can find the port that it's attached to and click on Get Data from Reader. If you're going to manually do it, you can just click on the SKU Detail tab and either use the SKU lookup or type in the SKU that you're going to be transferring. It'll highlight that SKU and bring up the size grid down below. So then you can put in the quantities of each size that you want to put in. If you want to click on the Show On-Hand Quantities to see what you have on hand, you can click on that checkbox to the left of Show On-Hand Quantities. And that will show in green what is currently on hand in Store 1. Now we can put in exactly what we want to transfer. If we choose a size that does not have it on hand, you'll get this red around the box telling you that there's no on hand for this size. It'll still allow you to transfer it and make your inventory incorrect, but it gives you that warning. And then you can just click on the Save SKU button, and that saves that transfer. If you're ready to print your pick list, you can click on Print and View or Print and Clear. Print and View will print this transfer pick list and bring it directly up on the screen for you to view. Print and Clear will print the transfer order and take it to the report history, but clear this screen if you wanted to do another transfer. We're going to do Print and View. And it brings you to the report history where you can select that pick list. Open it up. And now we have our pick list. So if you wanted to print it directly to the printer, you could click on the printer icon and that would print it to your printer. You could also save this to your hard drive if you wanted to email it to the other store. So if I'm okay with this transfer and I'm ready to finalize it, I can go back to Inventory, Stock Transfer, and EnterManualTransfers. I can use the quick lookup. These will be any of my transfer orders sitting out there that haven't been completed yet. And I can go ahead and select the appropriate transfer. Now there's two buttons down at the bottom, Finalize Ready to Pick and Complete Ship Order. If you choose Finalize Ready to Pick, it finalizes this transfer order so it makes it visible to others, but it does not make it final. It does not take it out of your inventory yet. An example what you could use this for would be maybe you did a transfer early in the morning and you weren't going to actually box it up and tape it and UPS it yet. And maybe sometime during the day you sold one or two of those items. So you can still modify that order as long as you do the finalize. If we did complete, it would take it completely out of inventory and you wouldn't be able to modify it based on the items that you sold that day. So if I clicked on the Finalize Ready to Pick, and know that this is an optional button. If you know for sure you're going to transfer this out and you're going to do it now and you want it to take it out of your inventory, you don't have to click on this Finalize button. You can go right to Complete Ship Order. And if we just wanted to finalize it, we could just click on Yes. That way it would allow us to modify this order before it actually gets taken out of stock. I could also delete one of these off if I wanted to. If I wanted to click on this style and click on Delete SKU, that would take that off of the transfer order. And I can easily modify things too. If I wanted to take a size off that I sold, I could just click on that particular size and zero that out or change the quantity. And you also see our status bar in red as to Finalize Ready to Pick. So now if I'm absolutely sure that I want to take these out of inventory where it takes it out of store 1, puts it in the in-transit bucket until store 2 gets it to where they can receive the transfer order, I'm ready to click on this Complete Ship Order. This will take them out of stock. So if I click on Complete Ship Order, the Alert Center message will come up and say you're about to complete this transfer order. This will send the transfer order to the receiving store. Make sure if you printed any pick list and verified the amounts before completing the transfer order. This transaction cannot be undone. Are you sure you wish to continue? If you want to continue, just click on Yes. And that right there completes the transfer, taking it out of store 1 and putting it in the in-transit bucket. And once store 2 receives it, they can go through Receive Transfers to receive it in. That will be in a future video in the help file. Please note that if you click on Complete Ship Order, where it completes this order and takes it out of your inventory, you cannot reverse this through EnterManualTransfers if you made a mistake and need to fix it. If you need to reverse this or modify this transfer, you're going to have someone that has the authority at the top level to use our Reconcile Transfers feature. So they would go to Inventory, Stock Transfer, and Reconcile Transfers. Only the people that have permission can get into this Reconcile Transfers feature. There will also be a video on Reconcile Transfers as well.